Hello guys, in this session we will try to understand various operations in the context of R programming with respect to CSV files. So as all of you are familiar, CSV files are nothing but the Excel sheets. Those files are like XLS or XLSX format. They are actually text files with comma separated values. So here we are trying to identify some operations on CSV files. We can read data from files stored outside our environment. So we can also write data into the files which will be stored and accessed by the operating system. So R can read and write into various file formats like CSV, Excel, XML or JSON. So here we are specifically going to focus about CSV files. So here, as you can find, I'll create the R prompt. So R 2.3.2.3, which has already been installed in the previous session. We are trying to get the working directory, that is, this one is the working directory, and we are going to set a new working directory where we are going to deal with the CSV files. So this is set working directory, and once again, if you are getting the get working directory, we will identify this one. So this is our working directory. If you are going to home, inside that there is a input, and I will delete all the files from this one. This is our current working directory. So this is about setting the working directory. Now we will try to input a CSV file as a input.csv. Here you can find there are some fields which are given. Approximately 8 tuples are there. So we will create a new CSV file, and the name of that file will be input.csv. And inside this particular file, we are going to store this content. So how many attributes are there? ID, name, salary, start date and department. These are the 5 attributes, and these are the 8 tuples inside that. I will save this content, and input.csv is present inside input directory. We will perform some operations with respect to this one. So the first operation is about reading the CSV file. So you can find here there is a frame, that is nothing but data. So name of that frame, all of us are familiar with the data frame in data types of R programming. So we are going to read.csv, the file name, into a data frame. Its name is data. So right now it has been stored, and then we are going to print the data. So here we will print the data. So here you can identify that these 8 entries which were there in the input.csv, they are printed over here. Now we will proceed further, and we will try to analyze some of the CSV file operations. We will again get input.csv in a data frame. Now let us try to print whether there is a data frame present or not. As it is returning true, that means data frame is present as a data type in this one. Here we will print number of columns in this particular file, that is 5, and we will try to print the number of rows in this file. So let us check here. Number of rows are 8. So here we will try to identify the maximum salary out of all. So we have taken that input.csv in a data frame, and we want to identify. Now there is a new data frame we are going to create, that is salary, and we are passing the value, that is a max, from the data frame, and which indicates the salary. So we have passed this to salary, and then we are going to print this salary. Now 843.25 is the maximum salary among all these. So this is the one. Now we want to get the details of the person with maximum salary. Let us do this experiment once again. We will create a data frame. We are going to read input.csv, and we want to identify a new data frame, that is salary, with maximum data $salary. So here we are creating a new object. We can call it object also, that is retval, and we are going to create a new subset, and that subset will include data. Data is what? that is input.csv, and we are going to identify salary is equal to maximum salary. So inside that retrieval we are going to feed the maximum salary, and then we are going to print the return value. So this will print the complete tuple which indicates name of the person, joining date, and the department. So there is a person in the finance department who has joined from 27th of March 2015 with salary 843.25. So this is how we can identify the specific values by making use of some operations in our programming. The next operation is about getting all the people working in IT department. So we will try to read this value, input.csv, and we are going to retrieve the value with the subset for all the people who are working in IT department. Now we will try to print the return value. Let us try to check how many people are working in IT department. Here you can find that there are 3 people who are working in IT department. So this is the one operation which we have tried to execute. Now let us go and check the next operation. Get the person in IT department whose salary is greater than 600. So we have copied this here. We are again creating a data frame, and we will provide one more subset into data frame info from data with salary greater than 600 and department is IT. So that has been provided to info, and now we will try to print the info. So here you can find there are 2 people in the IT department whose salary is greater than 600. Now we will try to identify how many people have joined after 2014. Once again create that data frame. We will create a subset, that is the data, and as.date, that is start underscore date. So this is the object which we are passing, which is greater than as.date 1st January 2014. So we have gathered all the people in retrieval return value whose joining date is beyond 1st January 2014. Now we are going to print this retrieval. So here you will find out of all the people there are 5 people who have joined after 2014. So this is how various operations can be done in terms of reading the content from the CSV file. Let us try to write something into a CSV file. So here we are going to pass the data read.csv, input.csv, and we are going to get a return value. Now the subset is data is the first parameter, second parameter is start date, and the next parameter is those who have joined after 1st January 2014. So we have taken this into a retrieval. Now we are going to write this into a new file, and what we are going to do, we are going to provide a command, that is write.csv with return value. What is the content of return value? Those people who have joined after 1st January 2014, and that will be written inside output.csv. If you are going into the working directory, right now only input.csv is present. So if you are running it, you will find output.csv is created, and this is nothing but an Excel sheet. So you can find out this is the Excel sheet with all the values as mentioned over here. So 5 people have joined after 1st January 2014. So this is how writing operations can be done, and we can even print that content into a new data. So we will again create a new data, and here this time input file will be output.csv.